So I have something to mention about this because I looked into it because I had to get the logo for the VOD, and I found out that it's listed on the wiki page for it, but apparently the music for Cordindo is copyrighted for some reason. I don't know why. So Cordindo will be muted. Alright? So I'm going to Cordindo now, and I know what you're thinking. Damn, Dylan, we're gonna have to listen to mute? It's okay, because I know this is what's happening, I've prepared something else for you instead. I hope you enjoy. Alright. There's so much shit in here. Good lord. He's got a scooter. He's got a sunflower. He's got a big Tanook. He's got gacha. He's got everything. Oh my, an actual customer. What can I do for you today? Is there something in particular you're looking for? Do you have anything that can blot out the light of the sun? That's a pretty tall order, don't you think? Can't you just use an umbrella? Well, I could, but trying to simultaneously fight and block the sun with an umbrella seems like a pain. The monster I'm hunting down seems like something I'd want two hands free for. Just so you know, this is hands down the most ridiculous request anyone has come to me with. But this is your lucky day. I just so happened to get something rather interesting in earlier today. Wait a minute. Here you go. What is this? Small tube. This marvel in a can is called Super Light Shield Spray. Just apply a nice even coat to your body and it fully blocks sunlight. Sunscreen? The Kappa made it while trying to reproduce spray-on sunscreen. Oh, okay. This batch came out a little too strong, though. Apparently, if normal humans used it, they'd freeze and die of hypothermia. There's no way I could sell it something like this in the village's bazaar, so I ended up bringing it here. But I guess for someone like yourself, it's all benefits and no drawbacks, right? Only one way to find out. Whoa, don't spray that stuff in here. I don't want it eating the finish off my products or anything. If this ends up being hazardous, I'm holding you personally accountable. I do feel cooler, but that doesn't necessarily mean I could just take a stroll in the middle of the day without a care. Well, you wouldn't die immediately even if you went into direct sunlight, right? You've got some wiggle room. Wiggle room? Wow, what a terrible thing to say. Just test the sunlight. Anyway, just take the spray as a gift from me. It's not like anyone would buy it, even at bargain basement prices. And as little something extra, I'll throw in the super waterproof spray absolutely free. I've heard you vampires are none too fond of flowing water, so it may come in handy. Just spray this on and you'll be as water repellent as a duck. Just don't go diving into any rivers or anything. You're being awfully generous. What's the catch? No catch, really. I'm giving you these two sprays on the house, but I do sell some other things here you might find useful. Ah, I see where you're going. Hunting down monsters can be a troublesome task, so if you like those free samples, surely it wouldn't hurt if you came. Fine, I'll patronize your store. Many thanks. I'm not asking you to buy things you don't need, of course. Just stop by when you have a particular need. Ha! If that's the case, I might not ever end up coming back here again. If that's truly the case, so be it. Oh, and tell your maid I said hello. She's one of my best customers, you know. I'll pass that along, but right now I intend to enjoy my first experience sunbathing. Enjoy the daylight all you want, but just keep in mind the spray's effects only last for 24 hours. Noted. In that case, I should be on my way to the waterfall of 9 heavens. Alright. Chat. I can go back there, but I'm gonna go save. Go Apaches. Bernosuke's not a good businessman? I disagree. He gave me free products that he had no chance of selling anyway, as a way to entice me to buy his actual products. I think he's a smart man. There's another track this game gets flagged for. The wiki only mentioned the one in Cordindo, so I don't know. It's another public domain. If it's public domain, how is it being copyright struck? Huh? Isn't that the whole point of public domain? Huh? Anyway, let's go to the waterfall. Alright, now I'm in the sunlight. It seems like that dodgy spray is actually working. Color me surprised. If the lower falls office is closed, I need to pay a visit to the upper falls branch then, right? Waterfalls, midday strolls. This may be my least vampiric day ever. The corridor theme used to be different when they were purely Dojin game. For some reason they changed it for the console Steam release. Because it's public domain, everyone tries to cheat it. God, I love our copyright system. I never thought I'd see the day where I could walk triumphant in broad daylight. A vampire who has overcome her weaknesses fit to be called the ultimate life form, right? Okay, enough with the weird thoughts. Time to get going. Do I remember how to play this game? The answer is no. Alright. This button does that. I like that move. That does that. And I think it was L button or R button that fires a giant laser. Jopo reference? Oh, I was thinking Shadow the Hedgehog. When I hear the term ultimate life form, I'm afraid the only thing I can think of is Shadow the Hedgehog. Why is that fairy beating me up? I'm getting my ass kicked by this thing. Good lord. Does Dio call himself the ultimate life form? I did that again. That's costing me money, so I shouldn't do that. What is that? Oh, it's Doog. What? Frilly bracelets. You put a chest there, I can't even see it. I told you, I'm the ultimate life form. Can't help it, chat. JoJo's was something I checked out way later in life, but Sonic Adventure 2 was something that was a part of my childhood. So, those are core memories, all right? My my interactions with Sonic Adventure, it's a core memory. What the fuck just happened? Oh, there's plants here. I will remember my time with that series longer than many other important things. Shadow the Hedgehog? I have been considering playing Shadow the Hedgehog. I have. No joke. Not sure when yet though, but not right now. It's been a long time since I played that game, and I really don't hate it as much as other people. I consider it more endearing because I played a lot of it, and I thought it was just... I thought it was really like over the top and stupid to a point where it kind of looped back around to me being able to enjoy it because I didn't take it seriously at all. Chat, you want to hear a cool bug fact? In Shadow the Hedgehog, when you hit the hint bubble in the first mission, if you hit the hint bubble in the first mission that tells you how to use a gun, and you have Sonic with you, Sonic will tell Shadow how to use a gun. And then he'll say, personally, I wouldn't be caught dead with one of those things. And then, it gets better, chat. In the second mission, if you clear the hero side, where you have to chase the black creature's, oh, it's a platform. When you have to chase the black creature's spaceship, it's one of those missions that you can fail because if it gets to the end of the stage and you don't blow it up, it escapes. If you fail that mission, Sonic will say, damn, they got away. And that makes it the first time and the only time in any Sonic game that Sonic has ever said a swear word. He's a bad man. Gotta lock him up. They really could have picked a better, they really could have picked a better term for them than black creatures, yeah. The government hates them. There's so much disdain in their voice when they say it. It's like, god damn it. If you see Shadow with the black creatures, then kill them all. But sir, isn't he on our side? I gave you an order, soldier. Like, there's just random nondescript characters. These random nondescript characters. Like, this is the government agent, boss man. He's like, oh, he knows Maria somehow, I guess. You know what they say, the more the merrier. Oh, yeah, I remember that boss fight. Yeah. Well, such is the way it works, right? Again, I don't hate the game. Whenever you fight Diablon, hold still, you devil! And you have to fight Sonk too. Sonk is unkillable though. I'm collecting money, but I can't even visit the shop to spend it because then I'll lose money. Funny how that works, huh? In many different ways, that shop will take my money. Black Doom's voice is hilariously over the top and loops back to being super lame. Can I do that? Can I even get my voice like that? It's like, I can't do it. I could almost get it there. I feel like whoever like talked like that hurt their voice after a while. It's really hard to do. It's the kind of shit that would make my throat hurt after like 3 lines. I need to go that way, which means I'm going back this way. Black Doom has the same voice as Goku? No fucking way. Really? That's the same guy? Found it deeply disappointed that Shadow forged his own path, heeding no higher calling. The path ability just makes him want to believe that he's an android. It depends on your ending. Alright? Wait. Uh-oh. That wasn't a shortcut at all. Sean Schmeemel. I didn't know that he was the voice of Black Doom. How are you gonna voice Goku and Black Doom? Like polar opposite character archetypes. That's cool though. Chat, you remember how in Shadow the Hedgehog, Shadow's legs are like super fucking noodly for no reason? What's up with that? Like, you remember the cutscene you get if you do the neutral ending in stage 1 and Shadow's walking and his leg, God, how do I even explain this? His leg is like, it goes up and it bends like a perfect like U and then it like comes back down. It's like, how are your legs doing that, dude? You know what I mean? Like, I can't explain it. You have to look at it, but it's like fucking, it's like pasta. Boiled pasta. Rubber legs. There's no map here? Don't worry, you'll know. Doing a pure evil and good playthrough only to go evil final boss and Shadow go full Vegeta. I'm gonna destroy this whole damn planet. Yeah, in order to reach do the last story of Shadow the Hedgehog, you need to defeat every boss in the game. And you need to do a 100% hero and dark path. So we'll be doing that, most likely. He just turns evil because Sonic is there. Well, the final level of the evil path is the Gun Fortress. You fight Diablon and Sonic. There's a few different final bosses. There's Black Doom, there's Sonic and Diablon. And then there's the fucking egg slot machine. What a stupid boss. It's just hero and dark at every stage. There's also neutral, but when it comes to the boss fights at the end and at the top of the map, there's only hero and dark. Like, it works like this. So, in every stage, mostly every stage, there's 3 objectives, right? There's the neutral path, which is just beating the level normally. And then there's the extra objectives for the hero and dark. But sometimes, if there's only 2 paths, one of the hero or dark missions will be turned into just getting to the end of the level. So like for Gun Fortress, the hero mission is getting to the end, and the dark mission is destroying the defense systems. Also, something to note about that game, chat, the way the scoring system works is it actually subtracts your score from the other bar. So any score you get by doing bad things, if you do the hero run, if you do the hero mission, it'll subtract the dark score from your overall score. And it is really easy to get dark score because just breaking object causes it. So, yeah. It is the egg dealer, the Eggman boss. No, not Shadow Fever! I like that Eggman created a robot that, for some reason, when it rolls 3 pictures of Shadow the Hedgehog, it grants Shadow unimaginable power. Like, how does that make any fucking sense? I don't give the game enough credit. I don't shit on the game, but I definitely laugh at it because I think it's a funny game. Is Shadow the Hedgehog as bad as people say? I don't know. But the idea of it is definitely hard not to laugh at. That's for sure. There we go. Oh, I'm drowned. No, Eggman released Shadow, and Shadow set into motions the whole space colony thing. Pretty sure Shadow was A-okay with the entire world getting destroyed by the bio-lizards until he had a traumatic recollection of Maria because of Amy, and he was like, oh shit, maybe I should stop this. Like, Shadow was a bad guy who allowed Eggman to even learn about the canon itself. And then he died as a hero, and then he got brought back to life because the fans wanted more Shadow, and now Shadow will never die. A mob cap? A mob cap? An oversized cap that keeps one's head safe and warm. I'm wearing that. Yes. Shadow's SA2 character arc climaxes with an oh shit moment. That is very true. He's just so like, I don't care if the world is destroyed, and then he remembers Maria, and he's like, wait a minute, fuck. Kinda like that. Fuck. Wait, I'm gonna fight this fairy. We shall do combat. There we go. Nice. That fairy kicked my ass. Objective spam point Shadow the Hedgehog shouldn't have worked, but they did what he passed you to do to make the levels repeat constantly. I had fun with it. But I think it also came out at a point in time where I had nothing better to do than play Shadow the Hedgehog. Kill 40 artificial chaos, heal 10 scientists. That level had no business existing. Any level that took place on the Ark had no business existing. Those levels fucking suck. Oh, there's... Wait. Can I walk on this? Yo! I can. Lost Impact, Lost Ark, they all suck, dude. They all suck. Those levels don't even make any sense. They take place in Shadow's memories. White Porcelain Pot, I already got that. 17 stages each with Hero, Dark, Neutral Pass. Yeah, there's about 300 something unique paths you can take. There's a lot of endings. Chat, if you were to do one ending of Shadow the Hedgehog every day, it would take over a year to do every single one of them. That's how many different paths there are. There's a name for every single path. It's crazy, right? There's only 324? I could have swore there was 370. This is who I am. You know, I don't really remember the last story very much. It's been a long time since I played Shadow the Hedgehog. I don't remember the music either. Chat, what would you say is the weirdest levels from Shadow the Hedgehog? The weirdest ones. Now, I don't like the colony levels, but I don't think they're out of the realm of, like, belief because of the way how it's all about Shadow, right? I think the levels that are the weirdest to me are the ones where you're in the fucking computer. That doesn't even make any sense. Central City can eat many dicks. You mean that, yeah, the one full of fucking alien goo that you have to arm the big bombs or destroy 20 of the little bombs? Oh my god. That was close. Look on the bright side. I would rather do Central City Dark mission than do Lost Ark Hero mission. That's for sure. Oh, fun. You're in cyberspace, you fight Eggman riding a robot in cyberspace. The more the merrier. I don't know what's going on anymore. I remember, chat. It's one of the stage 4, I think it's Mad Matrix. The hero mission for Mad Matrix was destroying 20 bombs. throughout a convoluted rail system with Espio. That mission took like 20 minutes to do, and somehow it gave us an A rank. Fuck that mission. Got the A rank though. I cannot believe we bothered getting A ranks for every level, every mission in that fucking game. I really don't know why we did that. And you know what the crazy part is? We did that and we probably only found 5 keys in 3 levels. One of them was Lava Shelter. One of them was, whatever the first level's called. I can't remember. I think it was Westopolis or something. 30 bombs, 30 minutes. It was a terrible mission, dude. I remember that mission, though. I remember it well. I did it once and I never did it again. I found the... Alright, I found their location. But I don't think it's a very good location. White porcelain pot again. Westopolis. Promised time, huh? Alright, plot. Why are you here? I thought we were friends. Ta-da! Listen, I hate to shut you down when you're so obviously excited, but I've come seeking a Tengu, not an Oni. Well, I'm happy. What? Come on! Don't be like that. Just play with me a little. Big-eyed pleading doesn't really suit an Oni, just so you know. I mean, you're not that much bigger than me. You hear about the monster, right? You didn't like that article about the red mist. You want to pester the Tengu, right? Well, you're a smart one. That's exactly why I'm here. But when you say it like that, it makes me sound petty and petulant. Exactly as planned. Chat, look at her expression. Wait, you can make yourself larger and turn into mist, can't you? Hold up. If you think I'm the Crimson Mist, you're wrong. But you're so blatantly suspicious. If it was you, that would explain everything. Chat, that... I love that expression. Oni never lie, I assure you. Nope, no lies here. We only tell truths. Alright. By the way, since we're both here and all, how about getting a little workout in? And why not? To be honest, I've been frustrated since yesterday and I need to blow off some steam. Prepare yourself. Yeah, this is my jam. Bring it on. Chat, she runs with her arms spread. Oh my god, she airplanes! Oh, that's a big rock. I want her to run at me. Yep. It's a big rock. Ow. I'm back here. What is that? Oh, she threw her gourd. Nice, nice. Good damage, good damage. Put that rock down. Ow. Ow! Alright. Oh, shit! She's having a blast. And I'm having a blast, too. I need to... Yep. Okay. Nice. Good fight, good fight. You okay? She's moving. You're not half bad. Come on, you're not taking this seriously. You didn't even get bigger. If I turned giant size here, that journalist hiding out here would probably cry. But I can tell you this. You better get stronger if you're able to defeat that monster. So you do know something about it. Maybe. But if you want me to spill the beans, you'll have to make me. You'll have to make me. And that'll take more strength than you've got now. Fine by me. Well, even if I can't get an answer out of you, I'll figure it out myself eventually. That's the spirit. I'm gonna enjoy watching how this pans out. Is Miss Seika still there? Why are you hiding behind the door? She's something like an ex-boss of mine, so I get nervous when I see her. Oh, don't mind me none. You came here to have a chat with the Tengu in the first place, right? Is that so, Miss Rumia? How can I help you today? I'd like to ask a few questions about the reporting of this publication. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, the mountain hierarchy goes Kappa, Tengu, and Oni. So, I don't really know how the Kappa respond to the Tengu, but both of them respect and to a lesser extent, or maybe a more extent, fear the Oni. Because while the Oni have left, there's still a few of them. So, Natori and I are a little hesitant to interact with Suika. Maybe less so nowadays. Pretty sure Aya and Suika are basically drinking buddies at this point, but understandably, you don't really want to piss off your superiors, kind of dealio. You hear the article, aren't you? Are you perchance having many misgivings about our reporting? Do you think you could print such libel about me and I wouldn't get offended? What are you trying to do, pick a fight? Oh, terribly sorry you feel that way. Well, how about this? I heard that your mansion was demolished by a monster. Well, yeah, you wrote about it. What if I write an article about that? If people see that you yourself are a victim, it would help dispel the fears about you. Wait, you didn't write about that? Ugh, no way. I'd die of embarrassment if people knew my house got destroyed. I'm afraid you're a little late. I heard some people in the village talking about it already. Let's forget about that for now. Oh, and for the record, I wanted to set one thing straight about us Tengu. Sure, we're not as straightforward or honest as Oni, we never denied that. But when it comes to our journalism, we print only the truth, and you can quote me on that. I mean, sure, sometimes we might write an article before doing proper research or vetting our sources, but nobody's perfect. Do you not see the problem with that? Info's gotta get out to the public while it's hot and fresh, right? And right now, the monster's the talk of the town. Anyway, the point of all this jibber-jabber is that you wrote in this paper is true, right? I swear it. That's good enough for me. So if I can find this red mist and check out the area, there's a good chance I'll run into the monster, right? Yeah, seems that way. Is there any other pertinent information you can provide? Can I see the paper you have now? What you've got here pretty much covers everything I know about the monsters. What puzzles me is that even this has really started to blow up. The Hakude Shrine Maiden hasn't stepped in yet. Reimu, huh? I don't think she's involved this time. Still, it couldn't hurt to visit the shrine later, just in case. By the way, it's been bugging me all this time, but since when have vampires been able to walk around in broad daylight anyway? Heh heh heh. Trade secret, I'm afraid. Anyway, if you'll excuse me. Well now, looks like things are gonna get even more entertaining than I expected. Agreed. This could be my big scoop. Talk, talk, talk. Forest of Magic? Alright, chat, I wanna go visit Corindo and see what they sell. Let me see. The whole concept of Elite Four is rooted in the expression Shintenno, 4 heavenly kings. If it's 4 heavenly kings and 7 magical MacGuffins. That's the beauty of the numbers game, I suppose. Alright, I'm gonna go to Corindo, so, you know, I'm gonna have to do this real quick. Let me just adjust the volume a little bit for that. Oh, there we go. Alright. What do you sell? Haniwa. Who sells Haniwa? Here's a speaker. Is there a computer in here? Does he have the computer? He has a rubber ducky. There's so much junk. Buy. Sand of Oblivion. What? A vial mesmerizing every shifting sand causes forgetfulness. Strange plaster cast makes the wearer's body as fragile as a fairy's. Strange gear from the outer world is quite stretchy and cover Remy's long nails was not made for combat. What the fuck is this stuff? I mean, I could just sell. I have a lot of stuff. I don't care that much though, to be honest with you. Wait, is that Marissa's hat? Marissa's hat. I wonder if he has the blue Reimu outfit here. Alright, yeah, I'm not terribly interested in peeking around at doing all that, so I'm not gonna bother with that. Alright, let's go to the Forest of Magic. Ooh, this is pretty. The red mist was seeping out from the back of the forest. And if my guess is right, the Forest of Magic is where I need to search. Also, this newspaper's headline literally says Forest of Magic sighted of latest supernatural sighting, so I'm pretty sure. Damn, Remy's got all the facts figured out. I don't think I've ever seen the forest portrayed as this vibrant. It's really nice, though. Huh. It's another one of those... It's another 2D level as well, like the human village was. How weird. Yeah, Remy looks like I feel shrunken. I'm very small. A teleporter gets you in there. Why is the environment huge? If Remy's this tall, then how big's Marissa gonna be? Oh. There's a portal up in that tree. Keep that in mind. It's like Alice in Wonderland levels are huge. You know, that kind of makes perfect sense when you think about it. Bounce, bounce, bounce. This portal will take me to the chest. So, how many of you knew that the Forest of Magic contained teleporters? Because this is a first for me. I didn't know that. I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard to see. It's really hard to see fairies, or maybe either dolls. I can't tell. Until I'm like already in their face. There. Another portal. The Forest of Magic is regarded as an area that not many yokai live at all, because the miasma is just kind of disgusting, and even yokai don't like the feeling of it. However, Marissa lives there, and she's used to it, so she's got like some kind of immunity poison or some shit. Alice also lives there, so the magicians don't mind it. The fairies used to live there, but now they live in the tree behind the Hakude Shrine, so they moved out. So, as far as I know, the only characters that really live in there is those two. I think I heard mention that Mamizo lives in the Forest of Magic now, but I have no source to cite for that one, so I would need confirmation before I walk around peddling that information. Oh yeah, Narumi's there too, I forgot about her. She's a Jaizo by the Forest of Magic. Poison bog water. The funny thing about the forest is that one of the reasons a lot of areas in Touhou just kind of have a very simple name like that is because there's really not that many. Like in general, there's not many areas in general. Former head were often donned by Nosferatu. Wait, do I get a new newspaper? Oh, I do! Oh, hold on, Chad, I gotta read new newspapers. Mysterious mist may signal impeding monster appearance. Teams investigating the recent sighting story of a monster appearance have discovered a connection between each incident that has residents against Tokyo on edge. Each monster's emergence needs to be prefigured by the appearance of red mist, which builds until the beast appears in a flash of light. When it's still unknown whether these fiends are born from the mist, there is no doubts now that the red mist is the vehicle in which they enter this world. Red mist is unknown against Tokyo, however. For some, these recent events may disturb memories of the red mist incident brought by the vampire named Rumia Scarlet, with her manor located near Misty Lake, where the Mokale Mbembe appeared. Some believe the reclusive vampire is the mastermind behind the recent monster appearances. Scarlet Mansion has not released an official statement, but is pertinent to note that no link has been established between. Signs of Scarlet Red Mist appear for the first time in years. Comprehensive comparisons with the Red Mist incident. Exclusive interview with witness Kyoko Kasodane. Alright, Forest of Magic's latest supernatural sightings. Chat, look at the fucking size of that one. It kind of reminds me of Suika, but without the long, massive horns. Alright, monster may appear the same appeared on the mountain. Eyewitnesses on the scene of the Forest of Magic reported a new monster incident, saying the silhouetted form rose from even the highest in greater detail. That's probably just the Goliath doll, given the house located there. Pretty sure that's Alice's house. Silhouetted from rose to the highest trees. Let's hope that by studying the forest in greater detail, we may finally learn about these creatures truly are. This monster had a strange quirk. It didn't seem to move. This comes from almost profiled thus far. I couldn't get too close to the forest, with the miasma and all. Explained the photographer who captured this issue's headline picture. But I sat there, I was 2 hours lining up a series of shots that the thing didn't move once. A closer look at the image reveals some sort of house or structure near the base of the monster. Homes in the general area include Kirisame Magic Shop, Alice Margatroyd's house, Koirindo, and the many homes built by fairies who have a fondness for imitating human craftsmanship. With only the light of the moon to go by, it's not readily apparent just whose house is. Why don't these monsters ever show their faces? Midsummer Snow Falls and Kirisame Magic Shop. Midsummer Snow. What a reference to 16? I don't know if the dates converge very well for that, or that's just something that happened. Huge footprint caused concern in Fairy Forest. Look at those fairies. Bad impression chills some locals. Fairies of Fairy Forest. Fairy Forest? Awoke this morning A most unusual sight. Several trees knocked over and near the damaged area. A single ominous footprint of uncommon size. Since the giant toad moved into the neighborhood, many fairies have lived in fear of their lives and considered it to be the true identity of at least one of the monsters that have been plaguing Gensokyo. However, with the appearance of this footprint, many are reassessing their initial impressions. Finally willing to believe that the perpetrator may be a humanoid yokai or spirit, Miss S, name withheld upon request, was the first to discover the footprint, describing it as a very fresh track. Fairies' interest in the large print has been steadily increasing, with many coming simply to gawk at it from the out-of-place sight, and some playing it around before it disappears. Monsters have recently been sighted in the human village, Gembu Ravine, and the Forest of Magic, but a link has yet to be found connecting those three locations. But not to worry, the Boom Boom Maru, whose stalwart reporters are ready for as many nights of deep anxiety as it takes until the mystery has been solved. How do you not edit that out, Aya? Many heard footsteps, but didn't see monster. Unexpected person emerges at new sunset. Alright, now we're up on the lore. Hold on, let me read the newspaper that Moko tried to use as proof that Rumia is the monster who's been stirring up trouble in Gensokyo. The article claims red mist appears in the forest near the mountain, and soon after it appears, the monster follows shortly after. The issue's top story involves a nighttime study of the monster, the Forest of Magic. Just like the other newspapers, the quality of this included image is questionable at best. The house at the bottom of the picture looks somewhat familiar, though. The front page story shows a picture of a footprint that thought to be monsters found. The monsters found fresh in the fairy forest. There may be some connection between this and the info given in the article, the Red Mist. Okay. Alright. Aya doesn't have a backspace key. Poor girl. So yeah, what I was saying about the Forest of Magic. The reason it's just called the Forest of Magic is there's not really a lot of locations necessarily in Gensokyo, so when you're referring to a forest, you could just refer to this forest as the Forest of Magic, and people be like, they know what you're talking about. Not to say there's not like different forests or anything like that, but like there's not so many that every single thing needs its own like specific name. So a lot of them are kind of just named exactly what they are. And you know what? Simple enough for me to understand, right? Rumia, notorious for having gigantic feet. You know not what you have said. This is why we're Touhou. Oh, that was quick. Oh, now the actual level. Okay. It was Minariko. I don't know, chat. The only characters I can think of who would have feet that big are Suika when she grows giant. And that's about it. So is it Suika's feet? Oh. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Sometimes I just miss. I just fucking whiff. How many incidents led us to entire different dimensions that are linked against Sokyo? There's Hakugokuro. So the other world. That's one. You know, at one point Aante was different, but it slowly mingled back into being with Gensokyo, so I don't count that one. Mount of Face, fine. Do you count the underground as part of Gensokyo? I actually don't know if the underground is considered part of Gensokyo or not. I would assume so, because the Onis left it. Touhou 12. Makai is another dimension that you could access. Touhou 13, the Divine Spirit Mausoleum is not located in Gensokyo, but it's like a wormhole kind of thing or something like that that allows you to access it, that exists. It's like its own space. Same with Kasen's house. Kasen's house is like its own space, but it's accessible through Gensokyo. It's weird. SA was just unexplored / banned. They banned them. Yukari banned them. Touhou 14 was in Gensokyo. Touhou 15 took you outside of Gensokyo in a couple different areas. The Dream Tunnel, the Lunar Capital, and the Sea of Tranquility. I think 15 has the most different areas outside of Gensokyo. Because obviously there's some kind of connection to all of them, but they're pretty different areas. There's also the Alice Zone. No one really knows where the Alice Zone is, so there's that. For Touhou 16, there's the backdoor dimension, of course. Touhou 17, you go to Hell and you go to the Animal Realm. Touhou 9 takes you to Higan, which is outside of Gensokyo, I suppose. There's a few. When you think about it, there's quite a number of areas that exist in Touhou lore that aren't actually part of Gensokyo, but the entrance to them can be accessed from Gensokyo. Wouldn't PCB Stage 3 be the Forest of Magic? I don't know, because it's not really clear. And when you look at a map, I'd say look at a map, but usually the Forest of Magic is nowhere near the entrance to Hakugokuro, right? And why would the characters be heading towards the Forest of Magic from wherever Stage 1 and 2 are? Because Mayohiga is on the Yokai Mountain, right? So they're going along the Yokai Mountain to find where they need to go. Why would they double back to the Forest of Magic and then they would end up at the gate to the other world, right? And I don't know why Zoom would make it look so fucking weird if it was just the Forest of Magic, right? Because remember, the whole reason Alice is in that game is to make people think that PC98's coming back. So he probably chose a really nondescript and confusing background to be like, oh shit, it's just like PC98 where all the backgrounds make no fucking sense, live in another dimension or something like that. You know, Zun's a bit of a bastard like that. Oh, peed! Big peed! Oh, they're everywhere. It's calling the Alice zone is funny. Yeah, I agree. It is a very strange place, though. It just kind of exists. Hidden Star in 4 seasons as random as Protect Search goes. I disagree. Because it's mentioned in the written works how there's not really any real reason for it, but the different areas against Sokyo, there are different areas that are strongers. They're strong, like strongest impact of it. So the Forest of Magic is the strongest where winter is active, and you know the Hakone Shrines is where spring is at its strongest, stuff like that. So Reimu sets out to start with the Sunflower Field, the Garden of the Sun, because I guess it was the strongest. So that's the explanation as to why the Garden of the Sun is the first stage, because that's the first one she sets out to check out. And really, the whole thing about it is they're just going around the different areas. So they end up going to, when you look at the map, I suppose, the Garden of the Sun is usually put pretty close to the Yokai Mountain. So she probably flew there, then she doubled back to her own shrine, then goes back to the Forest of Magic, right? Maybe she put off winter because she didn't have winter clothes and she didn't want to fuck with it. But no, I wouldn't say that it's very random. It is kind of random, but it also has a sense to the randomness. Whereas I think Touhou 7 is incredibly random with its where you're going up to stage 4. And again, that was Zen's whole idea with it, which is why it looks so confusing. One of the attacks, yeah, Wriggle summoned a peed. Automod caught that, didn't like the word peed. Unfortunate. Let's think about this, I guess. So in Touhou 6, you start behind the shrine, and you head to the Misty Lake. Then you get to the outside of the SDM. You sneak into the SDM through the library. Then you're in the main hall, and then you reach the top floor where Remy is. So that one makes perfect sense, right? PCB is weird because I don't really know. I don't think where you find Letty is very descript. Maybe it's near the lake again because Chirno's there. But then you have stage 2, which all of a sudden you're at Yokai Mountain in the old town of Mayohiga, which is like never ever mentioned anywhere ever again. It's just kind of where Chen lives, I suppose. After that, you get the Alice Zone, but then everything kind of makes sense afterwards because you get to the entrance to Hakugokuro, then you get to the stairs to Hakugokuro, then you get to Hakugokuro itself where the Saigyo Akashi is, right? Touhou 8 makes sense because it's just kind of nondescript woods. Then you reach the human village, and the human village is kind of close to the bamboo forest. So from the human village, you reach the bamboo forest, then you get to Aente, and then you're in Aente. Plain and simple. Mountain of Faith is very straightforward. You know what Mayohiga is? If I remember the legend correctly, isn't it like some kind of, like, not City of Gold, but it's a city where once you enter, you can't leave, but if you're able to, like, take anything, any object you take out of Mayohiga will grant you good fortune. Something like that, right? I don't remember exactly, but I know I've heard of Mayohiga before. Why Chen's there, I don't really know. That's how it goes? Okay, so I was right about that. Good to know. I don't know why Chen hangs out there, but that's where she lives, I suppose. Since the objects somehow you're said to bring good fortune, Touhou 18 demo disc cat lady might be related at a location. Ooh, that's good. That's good theory. I like that theory. What if? Do you think, chat? Do you think she'll know Chen? Do you think she'll know Chen? What if she's one of Chen's followers? What if? Imagine the lore! Oh, this is bad. I'm kind of in danger. Chen... No, I don't think Chen will be a boss, but it would be cool if Chen gets somehow referenced by it. Because a good fortune cat, bang it out Mayohiga. I like that theory, I like that theory. We'll see how that goes. Chen's first Shikigami. Chen commands a platoon of cats that don't really listen to her. So, she's trying her best, but it's hard. I got hit through that. I leveled up though. Vampire Cradle. Demon Lord Cradle. There it is. Straddles Remy's body with an aura. She launches herself spiraling towards an enemy. Enhanced version of Demon Lord Cradle allows her trajectory and great to be. Cool, but I like what I have. Chen does have her new outfit from Genie Detective. I haven't seen it yet. Fortunately, Genie Detective is currently on a indefinite hiatus until the artist gets better or deemed unable to come back to it in any capacity, and then they'll have to change the artist. So I hope they get better, regardless of what choice they end up making. But it really sucks that it has to happen, because that series was a lot of people's chances of seeing some characters from way back when show back up somehow. I was looking forward to it. It was a bit strange, mind you. I didn't really understand the concept of it very well, but I didn't hate it. Dude, those dark spikes are insane. Alice waking up? Never. Mailing is dead. Alice fans will have to wait another 15 years. Do you support the Alice is in the coma theory? Oh, damn it. I was hoping to hit it before it did that. Oh, I can heal here. Okay. Back to what I was saying. Wait, there's no portal. Oh, hold on. Never mind. What? Alright, we're doing more. Who built this? Chat, who built this? Pointy bits. Touhou 30. Mystic Cube. Shinky comes back. Ow. Stop that. Sometimes they attack me before I can fight back. It's not fair. Alright, Nightcap. They moved past the subplot, went to the next incident, and they didn't wake her up. That's alright. Alice, now, everything that's happening at this point is just in Alice's head. It's the Alice in a coma theory. If you would like to know more, then like, comment, and subscribe. I will tell you more. Oh shit, that hurts! Ow! Ow! Pain. That was not good. Oh. The pointy bits. Painful. Now, let me go back to what I was saying. So, Mountain of Faith makes perfect sense in its progression. Touhou 11 makes perfect sense in its progression as well. You ascend to the underground. You head to the bridge that Parsi is at. Then you head to the actual former capital. Yugi directs you to the Palace of the Earth Spirits. Oh, nice. And from there, you go into the courtyard, which leads to the remains of Blazing Hell, where you find Orin, and then deeper in is where the nuclear reactor is, where you find Utsu. Makes perfect sense in progression. Touhou 13? Touhou 13 kind of makes sense. Yeah, no, I'd say Touhou 13 makes sense. So, the incident starts at the staircase because they assume that Yuko has something to do with it. So Yuko ends up leading them towards where it's actually taking place, so they head to the Myoden Shrine. And then Kyoko's like, defeating me won't do anything, you know. And then sends you off to the graveyard. You go to the graveyard. The entrance to the graveyard leads to the tunnel that leads to the entrance to the Divine Spirit Mausoleum that Seida's at. You beat her, you enter the mausoleum, you fight Futo, you go deeper in, and then there's Miko. Bada bing, bada boom. concealed the conclusion. I know about it. It's pretty popular, so it's one of the earlier fan games I heard about. And no, it's kind of silly. Kind of silly, but it's really popular. Touhou 14. Remy, please. Touhou 14's a bit weird. Touhou 14's just kind of like you're getting dragged along by your item or something. So you're at the Misty Lake, then you're at the Human Village, then you're at the Bamboo Forest, then suddenly you're in the sky, and then you're at an upside down castle, and then you're fighting Sukuna. So I don't really know the correlation between stages 1 to 4, but stages 5 and 6, 4, 5, and 6 connect properly at least. I don't know, weird. Touhou 15 actually makes a little more sense, even with so many different areas. So stage 1 and 2. Stage 1 takes place in... Oh, I forgot UFO. Chat. I forgot UFO. Let me backtrack a bit there. UFO is nondescript area, and then nondescript area, and then nondescript area, but you're closer to the ship each time. It's like, okay. I legitimately forgot about UFO. The first 3 stages of UFO are just kind of approaching the ship. Then stage 4 is the ship, and then stage 4 takes you to Makai, and Makai has some great music. I think UFO has some great music, I just don't like the game. So progression makes sense after a while, but it's just kind of like you're getting closer to the ship. There's not really anywhere... I don't really think there's anywhere in general in UFOs 1 to 3 that gives it a landmark. Hi, Alice. Is this your house? What brings you to the forest? There's a giant monster lurking somewhere around here, isn't there? Goodness, who told you that? I can't deny it, but unfortunately it's in no shade to make its debut right now. So that's so. Maybe it'll respond to a more physical form of persuasion. Chat, control your Alice. Control your Alice. That's not what she meant. Oh, this theme is fucking magnificent. Laser. Interesting choice to use her PC98 theme. Don't mind, it's really fucking good. Oh, that's not good. Cross! Whoosh. Whoosh. Spikes. What's that? Doll's March. Shit. It just reminds me of her get-up animation in the fighting games, where she just has the dolls drag her across the screen. Alright. Ow. I'm in a bad spot. Needle. No, I'll go. Yeah, out DPS, baby. Loud effects. That article is about my experiment to make my doll bigger. Giant doll, huh? Well, it is big. I'll give you that. But I don't think Patchy and Mei Ling would be bested by something like this. Well, I did tell you it wasn't fully ready yet. Bah, looks like my intuition was off again. I really do feel for you. Your house was destroyed. And on top of that, some people even suspect you're the monster. Damn, so you know all about that, huh? Remy, you're too young to be saying swear words. I don't know how much help this will be, but I heard that the monster resided in both the Fairy Forest and Genbu Ravine. Come to think of it, I went to investigate Genbu Ravine, but I turned back midway. And the Fairy Forest seems pretty suspicious as it is. I definitely need to check it out. Thank you, Alice. Thank you for the information. Let me go save. You can't beat the main character's intuition, that's true. But Remy's trying her best, so I appreciate her. Alright. Ember Ravine and Fairy Forest with the runaround. I'm starting to wonder if this monster really exists. I'm starting to wonder if this monster really exists. Said the witch to the vampire. There's just something about that. When the characters in this series are like, I don't believe they exist. Like talking to a fucking vampire. Alright. Let's go to Gembu Ravine first. Only because it's closer. Move, bitch! Get out the way! Last time I was here, I turned back halfway through. I had more than a hunch of something or something here. It's powerful. The place is pretty huge, though. I better not be careful not to get lost. Alright, I've been here before, right, chat? Quick question. Did the chests respawn or anything? Because I might just rush to the end to get to the end of it and take the other cave path. I'm pretty sure it was Marissa that said it, yeah. Alice is kind of mild-mannered. She's rude sometimes, but I think she's more mild-mannered. Rushing here is fine. Okay, I'm gonna go to the other cave then, the one on the left side, because I went to the right side before. Also, Alice's art in Touhou 8 is very shiny. It looks brighter than everyone else's. Back to what I was saying. So you Touhou 15. It starts in nondescript location in Gensokyo. Then I'm pretty sure it ends up at the Misty Lake again, I think? I would assume so, because there's only a few bodies of water that I can think of that would show up in that capacity. And that is at the top of Yokai Mountain and Misty Lake. So it's gotta be Misty Lake. Then they enter the Dream Tunnel somehow. I don't really know how they do that, but they do it. And then they're in the Lunar Capital by using the Dream Tunnel. And then they're in the, then they're just on the moon. Not in the Lunar Capital, but on the moon. And then they get further into the moon, and that's where Junko is. Everyone's on the moon. Does Marissa actually say it? Good question. Is it accurate? Did the translators do it properly? 100% proper, or did they ad-lib a little bit? Now remember, when Alice said fuck, she straight up said fuck. We could hear her say fuck. We know she said fuck. There's no misinterpreting in that one, that's for sure. So yeah, then for Touhou 16, it is, yeah, I agree, it's a bit random with how they decide the locations, but they just go to the locations that are the strongest with the season, the different seasons, which, and then it just so happens that by the time they reach stage 4, they find out where to go, and they end up in the backdoor dimension, and then they go further in, they fight Okina. I found a mysterious painting. I'll check that out in a second. I'm hitting something up there too. Nice. What is that? A strange painting that was once popular in the outer world has since drifted and gets Tokyo. May sell for a high price. Okay. Moko talk about jelly donuts. I have no idea what you just said. Reason Sanai was somewhat cranky at stage 2 was because she went to the bottom of the mountain for stage 1 only to go back up to its lake for stage 2. Oh, so you... Stage 1 Law K is at the foot of Yokai Mountain. Stage 2 is at the lake at the top. Oh! Okay, I didn't know that. Okay. I guess that makes sense, because the lake in stage 2 looks a lot more like when you fight Kaneko than when you fight Chirdo, right? I wasn't sure if that was... I can't even say, like, because, like, we were just on the Misty Lake in Touhou 14, too, so it looks so vastly different. That makes perfect sense. The old patch 8 extra stage dialogue had Moko express her fear of jelly donuts. How old are those translations? I'm pretty sure Hakanai told me that the translation for like Touhou 9 is about as old as the game at this point. No one ever really went back to adjust it or double check it, so I guess maybe it could use some improvements. Free 2008. Yeah. That'd be cool, you know, they got some overhauls. Because some of the dialogue in Touhou games is fucking confusing, and I always just chalk that up to it being Touhou. But now I'm wondering if it's just because translation was a little more literal for what they were saying than anything. 8 was essentially made up. Okay, but move bitch get out the way was a great line. And also, oh, if it isn't Reimu, what's up? That is my favorite line in the entire series. And I don't want to believe that that one was not a canon line that Marissa says. I'm going to die. I am not dead. Close, though. Star Ruby. Heal me, please. Uh-oh. A rare ruby that exhibits a star-like flame radiates outwards in the center. I thought it was more literal. It was way more ad-libbed. Oh. Well, either way, some of the earlier game lines confuse the shit out of me, and some of them I hold very dear. Oh, but isn't Raymond? What's up? It's just such a fucking Marissa thing to say, you know? It exudes Marissa energy. Totally picture her just saying it like that. Alright, I need to be a little more careful. Never mind, I leveled up. I now have max HP again, I don't care. So the chest came back, so I could look around. I mean, I'm kind of doing that anyway, as you can see. I don't really need to explain that bit. Frogs are attacking me because I look like the one... I look like the one who usually attacks them. Remy is just Chirno in disguise. Much like how Flandre is, Rumia is just Flandre in disguise. That's a game theory. Ow. Can't tell me I'm wrong, though. I've never seen Rumia and Flandre in the same place. They have the same hair color and the same eye color. I want to go this way. Yeah. I'm gonna go to the cave entrance this way. I guess I could do both if I don't jump off, but I gotta wonder how much desire I have to do that. Minariko is vegetarian Rumia. No. Their eye color and hair color is different. That doesn't count. But Flandre and Rumia have a lot more correlation to their designs than you think. And it really makes you thonk. It gets the old brain running. Chat, here's my game theory. Are you ready? Flandre's spell card used to be called 5 of a kind. Except one day the 5th didn't come back. Because it got sealed. The 5th clone got sealed by an exorcist. And that's what gave birth to Rumia. So Rumia getting sealed became a separate entity from Flandre. So now it's 4 of a kind. And Rumia is just a Flandre clone that was sealed. There you go. There's my game theory. Now listen. It ain't the hottest thing in the world. But I don't think it's totally unbelievable. I mean, there's no way it's... it's stupid for sure. Kwakuma and Komachi are the same? No. Because one of them's a real character and the other one isn't. They can't be the same character. Ow. Yes, good. Fuck it, I'll look around, grab some stuff. The seal is there, no more Rumia for her to stick around. No, I'm saying the seal severed her connection with the original Flandre, so she became her own being. But the power is still inside of her, so when the ribbon comes off, she's no longer Flandre, she's EX Rumia, right? So she won't just become one with Flandre again. It's like when you seal a yokai and their hatred and whatnot builds up over time, and then when they're released, they go on a rampage. It's like the power is sealed inside of her, and while she may not be aware of it, it's still there. So but since it's been separate from Flandre for so long, and the entirety of the energy within her has changed from what Flandre's is, so she can't just reform with Flandre. It wouldn't match. It wouldn't mix. So instead, when she goes to EX Rumia, it's just what Flandre was back then, I suppose. Look, man, you're making me explain a lot of this absolute fucking whatever I'm spewing right now. Whatever nonsense I'm speaking right now. You're making me delve into it. I don't remember where to go, so I'm just gonna walk around until I find chests or no more enemies to kill. What the hell is going on here? I see fish. Big Rumia? Well, EX Rumia is a fan-made thing entirely, so it's not the wrong possibility. I wanted to go left at the start. I know. But I saw chests had spawned, so now I want to get chests. Nice. So I'm gonna grab some chests for no other reason than I can. The Hakure no Miko, yeah, the one before Reimu. Pretty sure that one is often regarded as Reimu's mom. Or at least Osana Reimu does. I don't know how others do it. There we go. I like the design of that Miko very much. I think that Miko's design is incredibly good. Just a shame that the character doesn't really exist at all. What if EX Rumia is actually smaller than normal Rumia? That wouldn't make sense because EX Rumia is still just Rumia, right? But it's her power returned to her. Would it really change her body size to be smaller? And again, I guess in Rei Reimu it changes it to be bigger because EX Rumia is just adult Rumia, big Rumia. And bigger is usually scarier when it comes to these things. Alright, this is... I leveled up, nice. Ooh, sound effects. Ooh, sound effects. Nice. Which way do I want to go? I'll just go up. The pop culture masks in Osana Reimu are great. Yeah. I like that they use the masks. And I thought it was funny, but I didn't quite understand it. And they were like, alright, here's the reason why she wears the masks. And I was like, holy shit, now I'm sad. And chat, then she takes off the mask. And I'm like, oh god, it means something. But then she had to put it back on. I was like, oh god, it means something. I hate that. It made me feel sad. Kibbu doesn't count. Alright, I understand what you mean by that, but Akira Toriyama's entire design philosophy is less is more. So every time his character's powered up, they usually either shrunk in size or slimmed down. Kibbu definitely reverted. You are correct about that. But I don't know. I don't know if it worked the same for Rumia. I guess I understand what you mean. I can understand that argument. But I think Kibbu kind of lame. Sexy figurine. Type of... Oh, right. I already found this before. Sexy... Toriyama, less for me to draw. The 100% power Frieza kind of shit in that direction though, didn't it? Although I guess Frieza's forms in general kind of shit in that direction. Frieza started out pint-sized, then he turned into his dad, then he turned into a fucking Xenomorph, and then he turned into Mewtwo. But like, the Mewtwo form is like, that's Frieza definite, right? That's 100% what we know it's Frieza as. When you think of Frieza, you pretty much only think of his final form. Mysterious painting. Ow. Pain. I think I'm gonna head over to the cave entrance now, so. There we go. Super Saiyan exists to not fill in hair color. Yo! No way. That's pretty big brain though. Gotta admit. Ow. Fucked up my trajectory. I like Cell's basic form. His second form is gross. And then perfect form looks cool again. He's Boogman. Cell is Wriggle's idol. Confirmed. She sees the Boogman and thinks, I want to be that strong. That is legit the reason he gave. I don't believe that. I need sources. I need your source, dog. I can believe it because that's a lot you have to draw. But like, holy shit, just not having to ink in the hair on Super Saiyan form? Fucking genius. It's true. I need sources. I need source. Fucking Toriyama, man. What a guy. What an absolute class act. You gotta respect that honesty. Compare Cell to Boo. Boo is way less detailed than Cell, so easier to draw. You had a point there, yeah. Cell is really cool. The change would also spare Toriyama, who was working diligently to stay ahead of the series' anime adaptation. Save time but not inking Goku's hair black during the transformation. Yeah, that's pretty fucking genius. The dude's smart. Akira Toriyama writes a good comedy, chat. He writes good comedy, and that definitely shows in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Super. Except the time when he went for the Goku Black arc, and then the comedy took a back seat to the shonen drama, and, well, not gonna lie, it was cheesy as hell. And as far as Super is concerned, at least for as the anime is concerned, the only actual bad guy that has shown up is Goku Black. Every other character in the anime hasn't really been a bad guy per se, but they've been in it. Well, I mean, Frieza comes back, and there's Beerus, I suppose, but he's not really a bad guy, right? Then you got Hit and Jiren. Like, they're not really bad guys in the sense that Goku Black is. One of Cell forms like a Xenomorph. Does he? I don't think so. No. Frieza's third form looks like a Xenomorph 100% because it's got the fucking head and everything. Like, it's so obvious that it looks like a Xenomorph. It's not even funny. But Cell just kind of goes from Bugman to Bugman to handsome Bugman. It's just a dude doing a job, and he's so cool. He's so cool, dude. A Murasame. Oh. Claws that bear the name of the famous Japanese sword. It loses item drop rate, but it gets stronger. Frieza's definitely still bad guy. No, I know. But I meant more so the new villains, not necessarily Frieza. Because obviously, there's no redeeming Frieza. Frieza is so irredeemable that his own parallel universe self is just as much as an evil twat as he is. And that's impressive. Because even the entire Saiyan race is completely opposite of what they are in Universe 7. Or Universe 6, I suppose. But Frieza's alter ego, Frost, just as bad. Just as bad. Bug Y Sexy Bugman. Yes, but you're missing one. You're missing Perfect Sexy Bugman. Because remember, Cell has a different form after Perfect when he regenerates with Goku's instant transmission. It's referred to as Cell Perfect. Because there's one more phase of Perfect for him. So there you go. Those are the Cell transformations. Learn them, love them. What about his larval form? Fuck, I forgot about that. Well, okay. My argument for that one is that you don't actually get to see it. You only get to see the exoskeleton. So, I can't count it. It's definitely part of the thing, right? Because he has an egg form and whatnot, but it's not, you don't really see him like that. There was a fairy there. Obese Bomb Bug Man. That's still phase 2 though, remember. That's still phase 2. So chat, you wanna know something kinda stupid? So you know how Goku sacrifices himself by instant transmissioning with second form Cell to like take the explosion off of Earth? So he goes to King Kai's planet, right? To do that. Makes sense. So here's the question. Why didn't he just act earlier and bring it to King Kai's planet, then take him and King Kai off the planet and onto Earth, and then Cell is the dead and Goku is the alive? Why didn't he just do that? Because obviously he can go instantly to King Kai's planet and back, but for some reason when Cell is going to blow himself up, he doesn't just grab Cell, take him to the planet, and drop him off and be like, yo, King Kai, don't worry, we'll bring your planet back with the Dragon Balls, because we always do that anyway. And then Cell explodes and then the day is saved. Goku is no big brain. Goku is the dumb. These are acceptable answers, but I'm still upset about it. Goku is, you know, he's a little, he's got some issues in places, but he's a very talented fighter, but holy shit, dude. When you really think about that, that whole dramatic goodbye with Gohan doesn't need to happen at all because it's so easily avoided. In fact, I think Toriyama's kind of bad with that kind of drama. I mentioned it with the Buu Saga, but in the Buu Saga, Goten watches his mom get turned into a fucking egg. Straight up. Funniest shit I ever seen. She gets turned into an egg and crushed right in front of Goten. And Goten's like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill the bastard. I swear I'll kill him. And they're like, you gotta train. You gotta go train. And then they go and train. And they fuse to Gotenks. And Gotenks is the most insufferable character in the entire fucking series. And I say that as someone who saw Hercule. So there you go. But like every single time an important character dies, and they're like, oh, drama. Whenever a non-important character dies, they're like, no, don't worry about it. The Dragon Balls will fix everything. It's okay. Like, it's really hard to feel any real, emotion towards it when every character who doesn't matter is just like, no, we got Dragon Balls. It'll be fine. And when an important character dies, you're like, oh, no, that's it. That's it. They're gone forever. Oh, no. Like, all right. He had to act fast was the only idea he had. So why didn't he think to just get off the planet afterwards? I don't understand, Goku. You had half the plan. Half the solution was there. Why? Show your work. You get full points if you show your work. Instant transmission doesn't take you to a random point in space. It only takes you... It takes you to where you can lock onto another person's energy signal. So that's why he went to King Kai, because King Kai was an energy signal he already knew, so he could teleport, he could transport too fast. But he could also just, you know, he could have just transported back to Gohan after, because Gohan's power signal was definitely high enough for Goku to just fucking lock onto instantly. No way it wasn't, because it was the highest in the entire universe at that point in time. And if he could find King Kai like that as quickly as he could have found Gohan even faster. You could say he would have found him almost instantly. Huh? Hence the name. Instant transmission, for fuck's sakes. Come on, Goku. Think harder. I like how Kibito Kai was a thing, and then when Super rolled around after Battle of the Gods, Supreme Kai came back and was like, yeah, we got sick of it, so we used the Dragon Balls, and we undid it. It's like, oh, okay. They just undid it. God, why is Supreme Kai, like, smaller than Marissa? What's up with that? Power loader. Ooh. Claws reinforced with cutting-edge technology. Why does Rumia have 17,000 different pairs of claws? Kibito showed up sometimes. I don't remember if he showed up to watch the Tournament of Power, but he was definitely at the Champa Beerus exhibition, because that's when they showed it off. But I think you're right. I don't think he really came back afterwards. He just kind of was a forgotten character. So maybe Toriyama thought it was easier to draw Supreme Kai, because they only had to draw like half his body half the time, because his entire body would be in the shot most of the time. You only had to draw his upper torso. And considering I just learned that Toriyama made Super Saiyans to avoid having to ink in hair, I can believe that theory. Chad, I'm getting really hungry. Hard to believe I've been at this for almost an hour and a half. Honestly, this is probably the last stage I do as a result, because it's kind of going on long, and 3 hours was a lot of time. I'm getting hungry, and it's 20 to 10, so let's get through the end of the stage. Where does she keep these claws? On her hands. She's actually wearing every single pair of claw, but only one of them has the effects active. That's why... Chat, you ever have markers? Alright. You know, like, markers you could stick on your fingers to create extendo fingers? That's what Remy's doing with her claws right now. She's putting the claws on the claws, so when she swipes, they're, like, super wide. But they're very feeble, so she has to be careful. She can't put too much power in them. Chat, do you think Remy would be the kind of character who would build a lightsaber out of markers? Or would you say Flandre is more likely to do that? I would say Flandre is more likely to do that, actually. But I think Remy would enjoy it. Both, yeah. Flan would be more likely to enjoy it. Remy would probably do it and insist that she's only doing it because Flan wants to play, but she secretly enjoys it because Remy has to put up appearances. She can't just say she enjoys things like that. Red the Nightless Castle. Remilia's most powerful spell card causes her aura to flare out of shape of a cross, burning all enemies. Dude, look how strong that is. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna try that later. Oh, wrong button. Mailing would play, only because Mailing's a simple creature. Sakuya probably wouldn't, Patchy probably wouldn't. Quackuma would if she was a real character. When it comes to fun in the Scarlet Devil Mansion, I think the most anti-fun characters are probably Sakuya and Patchy. And well, that's okay, because they're still fun, but they're not about that stupid fun. Quackuma doesn't exist. Label Tame might as well be a lightsaber already. Fair point. Fair point. If she's swinging around that giant flame stick, I think Flan would enjoy swinging around a marker too. Patchy would probably do it begrudgingly, but you know, Patchy's less about a busy work, more about reading book. She likes books. I like Patchy. I'm not trying to say this to insult Patchy by any means. I like Patchy, but she's probably one of the more no-nonsense characters. And Sakuya kind of... The thing about Sakuya is Sakuya in the games is kind of cold, but Sakuya in the written works looks like she's just babysitting Remilia. Like, the expressions on Sakuya's face in the written works when dealing with Remilia's requests, it's like the kind that a mother would have when dealing with a child. It's honestly really adorable. Sakuya's expressions in the written works are great for that reason. Which also, in contrast, makes Remy's really good as well, because Remy's kind of a bit of a brat like that. Alright. Remy's a bit of a brat like that. The yuck panel speaks for itself. I want to go rock hopping. Hold on. There's a reason Sakuya is the only real workforce of the mansion, despite it having tons of fairies that are supposed to work there. Alright, here we go. Parkour, baby. Parkour, parkour. She's moving! Easy. Easy clap. Now what's over here? This is fan all the maids of Sakuya are useless. I don't think it's necessarily fandom. I don't think the fairies are 100% useless, but they're still fairies at the end of the day, so a lot of the real work only really gets done by Sakuya. They've also employed goblins, if you remember that chapter. There was a chapter where the homebound spirits were left the human village, and there was a bit of distress, so Yukari thought of a solution, and her solution was to create goblins. So she summoned goblins to fill the roles of the what are they called? They're like Zashiki Watashi or something? I think they're called Zashiki Watashi, but yeah, there seemed to be some kind of popularity of them in the real world, so they were leaving Gensokyo for a bit, and it caused a bit of worry in the human village, so Yukari brought in goblins, and nobody liked the goblins' faces. They scared them. So they were like, shit, this isn't good. But eventually the Zashiki Watashi all came back, but they were like, shit, now what do we do with the goblins? Nobody wants them. And the SDM took them in, so now they have a working force of goblins that you never ever see. But they do exist. This is real canon, and I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's true. Yukari summoned goblins. Pain. The goblins weren't even bad. They weren't bad goblins. They tried to do their jobs, but their faces were just ugly, and nobody liked looking at them. And I kind of feel bad for them. But Remy took them in and gave them a job, because she's got plenty of rooms. Remy doesn't... the thing is, Remy doesn't actually pay money. In fact, in Alternative Facts in Eastern Utopia, I'm pretty sure that Remy puts an ad up for working at the SDM. The SDM benefits are food and a place to sleep. But I'm pretty sure a lot of their, a lot of the work they have to do is kind of ridiculous. But they're also fairies, so Remy doesn't really care that much. I don't know, she might be a bit of a difficult boss, but I also think she's not much of a hard ass because she knows that she's working with fairies, right? And Sakuya does a very good job on her own, so... Usually Sakuya is all she needs. But there is, chat, there is a flyer. I don't remember what it says, but if you want to look it up, there is an actual flyer in Alternative Facts of Eastern Utopia of what would a job at the SDM as a maid would entail. So you can check that out. And I'm pretty sure the working hours are quite bad. But the promise of food and bed is 100% true. Even though fairies just kind of live out in nature. I have no idea where the fuck I'm going. I'm just kind of going around the place, I suppose, until something happens. There's so many things. They all get maid outfits too. That's a bonus if you like maid outfits. I'll be real with you, chat. I don't really care about maid outfits. They're not my thing. And that's okay. That is okay. I think Sakuya looks nicer in a suit than she does a maid outfit. But people don't draw Sakuya in a suit. They draw her in a maid outfit. I don't think Remy even really talks to her employees outside of Sakuya, since Sakuya is like her personal attendant. Oh. Wait, can I summon that in the air? Hell yeah, I can. I hate when they attack me when I'm attacking them! Is it a gold chest? I think so. Alright. Power loader again. Oh well. Oh well. Sukuya. Yeah. Yes. I also think Ron would look good in a suit. I don't know, Chad. I like suits. What can I say? Suits are cool. Any character that is tall, semi-intimidating, I would say looks good in a suit. It fits them. Too bad we'll never get anything of Ron ever. Because she's too busy working for Yukari. Come on, Zun, let her have some fun. Let her have some free will. Benefits: guaranteed food, clothing, shelter, uniform provided, charismatic employer and kind superior, make tons of partners, wages negotiable with employer, experience preferred. Wages negotiable. You want to negotiate with Remy about your wage? Good fucking luck. That's not working. The horny jail with me? Yeah, hold on there. There was nothing horny about what I said at all. I said I liked a woman in a suit. How was that horny? Huh? Victory charm? It's good, but it lowers my drop rate. Shall alter your fate if you want lower wage. 1 acorn per hour. Sorry, I should specify. Male cut suits. Not like the one Mamizo's wearing. The male cut suits. The ones with pants. Now, I'm not as much as a pants fanatic as some people are. But, like, the male cut suits, I definitely prefer them. That's for sure. Pants are great. It's true. Pants are great. Way better than shorts? Alright, but are they better than jorts? Hmm? Hmm? Helltaker cosplay? No, do you know what a suit is? Those are all red and gray. I'm talking like a Men in Black suit. The black suit with the sunglasses. Ron would look good in a fucking suit, dude. Make it a dark blue one. Navy blue. Because she's more indigo anyway, so it fits her. Florida means pants suck to wear. Are you a... Do you wear jorts? I have a pair of jorts. The only reason this has ever come up is because I own a pair of jorts that I actually have worn and still wear. And I didn't think jorts were really anything at all, but apparently there's some kind of meme clothing. I think they're comfortable, so I wear them at the summertime. There's proof. Proof of this. See, someone gets it. Ron in a Men in Black suit would be fucking phenomenal. It'd be top notch because Chat, the prerequisites for looking good in a suit, usually your height. I don't care about your suikas, but your height and your attitude. You gotta have a good attitude to wear the suit. You gotta have confidence. Just one thing that Ron has is confidence. And maybe a bit of a horny streak, but that's just a theory. Chat clings to a lot of things, alright? They cling to feet, they cling to jorts, cling to everything. I have no control over what sticks. I just say shit and sometimes people enjoy it to a point where they continue to bring it up. And you know what? I don't mind because I get a laugh out of it, so who cares? There is so much area to explore here. And I've been here for so long. Ron with sunglasses in the suit? Now alright, you get it. This man gets it. Sunglasses to accessorize. Chat, sunglasses look cool, but they're also one of those things that is a very specific brand of cool. So you can't just put on sunglasses and look cool. You gotta have the rest of the look to match it. Battle skirt. Nah. It's fine. It's fine. Jockings. Oh god. Jean stockings? You should be banned for that. The Touhou Turks? Dude, that would be Chen and Ron. Chen and Ron. Who would be Rude? I think Rude's my favorite Turk. I like his name and I like his attitude. Dude wears the suit. The dude wears the suit and the sunglasses. They don't wear him. He owns that shit. That combination is his. He's also a gentleman. So he's a good man. Even if his name is Rude, he's a gentleman. Chat, there are a lot of pieces of clothing that I think look great on fictional characters, but in real life it doesn't translate the same way. Case in point, the fedora. The fedora might be one of the most tarnished namesakes of any piece of clothing in all of existence. So, that's a big one. But a fedora, I don't think a fedora is an ugly hat. I really don't. I think the fedora is kind of a cool hat, which is why, you know, gangsters wore it back in the day. But nowadays it's synonymous with, well, you know exactly what it's synonymous for. DNC! Virgil wore a fedora and Capcom removed it in the re-release. But he probably looked good in it because he's fucking Virgil, and he's like the pinnacle of manly handsomeness. Where am I going right now? Where am I? What is this? I'm floating. Chat, I'm floating. I'm not on the ground. This camera is nice, though. No, I'm in the Genbu Ravine. This is just an old shrine, I guess. A snake. Oh. Oh, it was a snake. So much for the seal. That thing's huge. Oh, it's Misaguchi. Hey, Chella! I must break my fast, and this little bat will do nicely. It's understandable he was hungry, I suppose. He did just wake up after being sealed up for who knows how long. You look like a fine morsel, and I stopped struggling and let me get a good taste. Rock breath. How do I hit? Ooh, 3D. Gas. Gotcha! Alright. Alright, I'm inside of his mouth. I can beat him. So I just have to wait. This is cool. Why is the snake dude sealed here, though? If I equipped Gungnir, I could get some free hits. Gungnir hits it better. Scarlet, where is it? Heartbreak? I believe it's Heartbreak. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't bother going for the bonus hits. Ow. Bonus hits are probably just gonna cost me more damage. Yeah, because I couldn't dodge. Uh, uh, uh. Jesus. Ugh, yeah, alright, I gotta chill. I almost have a... I can't dodge that. This'll do a lot, though. Alright. I dodged it. Nice. Oh, shit. Here, catch. I win, fucker. Snake injured. She is formidable. In spite of my recent awakening, I did not expect her to defeat me. Whew, that was a close one. I didn't know something that powerful had been sealed up here all this time. But if he just woke up, there's no way it could be the monster I'm looking for. Too bad. But hey, that was pretty fun. Looking forward to fighting you again sometime. Oh, that was pretty abrupt. So, I apologize, chat. It's only been an hour and a half, but it is basically 10 o'clock now, my time. And I am not feeling up for another stage in the allotted time slot. Also, my throat's getting a little dry because I've been talking non-stop for an hour and a half. I also have to get up early tomorrow if I want to catch the World Cup, so I'm gonna be a little bit careful what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna go eat some food. I'll eat some food and then upload something, I guess, and make the thumbnails and try to make my night painless so I can wake up in time. My time zone is very weird. Yes, I am on ADT. It is a time zone that is shared between like some areas in South America. I'm pretty sure I am the only province in the entirety of Canada that uses this time zone as well. Nova Scotia has its own time zone for some reason. It is very weird, I know. The funny thing is it's only an hour ahead of EST, so I'm kind of used to it just by that. But whenever a time zone that isn't EST is applied, I'm like, what the fuck is going on now? When's the World Cup for you again? I think it's at 12. I really don't know. So I'm going to wake up for 12, and I'm going to hope it's there. And if it's not, well, then I don't know what I'll do. We'll see. It should be 11 EST. That would be 12, yes. That would be 12 o'clock for me then. There you go. We've solved the problem. But yeah, no, chat, this game is great. I really enjoy it. Not too many stages done, but I'm pretty sure I just talked for a solid hour and a half straight. And I can feel it in my voice. But I enjoy when there's an infinite amount of things to talk about with no breaks, because I have a lot of shit to say sometimes, it seems. But I will play more of that probably on Monday, and we'll check out the fairy forest. I like the snake boss. I really did.